Jonathan, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. And you are such a special volunteer that the awards committee had to come up with something special to give you a special recognition award because you do so much for tennis and you have been a lifelong tennis volunteer. And on behalf of the USTA South Carolina and board of directors and all of USTA South Carolina family, we present you with the 2020 Special Recognition Award, and thank you so much for your tireless dedication to tennis.
Oh, thanks so much, James. I appreciate it. I was very touched and surprised to get the phone call, but I do appreciate the recognition.
Absolutely, it's well deserved, and we all know when you got your start, and you didn't have a choice with your dad. And
right.
But I know you do a lot with junior tennis, and so what is it about working with the kids that you're so good at or touches your heart?
Well, many years ago, Dad had mentioned to me that if I really wanted to get involved with USTA, that I needed to make a phone call and volunteer for something. So when I made that phone call to the office, I told John Sheffield at the time, who was the executive director, that just put me on any committee that you needed help with. And my first committee was the grievance committee, which wasn't junior tennis, but that's how I got my first start to volunteering. And but junior tennis, I run a lot of junior events. I've got two young daughters now that are playing the sport, but I just really enjoy the junior tennis world, and I've been doing it a while, and I run a few events a year. So it's been fun watching kids play our events and grow up playing our tournaments, and you see them at age 8, and then you see them as graduating college. So I've done it long enough to see the whole cycle go through a few times, which has been fun.
Well, I know that's gratifying, and I know you've produced some really top quality players in your time. And so, but speaking of that, do you have time to play yourself? Do you still enjoy a game and get out as often?
Most of my tennis, it seems lately, has been taking the time to travel with my own kids and not play tournaments myself. And I do play for fun some of the league stuff once in a while when asked. I have a problem saying no, James. As you know, when you volunteer, they keep asking you to do more, and you just can't say no. But I play a good bit. I get to hit a lot with the kids in our academy, and I play with my children and my wife, and just have a lot of fun.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, so your dad's got a new book out, and that's quite interesting. And I haven't had the chance to read it yet, but I do want to. And I'm sure you're featured prominently in that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's more prominently displayed between my brother and I, but I'm reading it right now as well. But yeah, we're real excited that Dad's book's out and available, and he's been very busy with the book these days.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
it's so fun when I go on these conventions or whatever with him, and we'll sit next to each other, and he'll tell me stories about the old days, and I love listening to him. And he's just such a great storyteller, so I know the book is going to be good too.
Yeah, there's some stories in there that I haven't heard before, if you can believe that. I've heard a lot of stories and heard a lot of good times. So there's some interesting things in there. So it definitely is good.
Yes. Well, what about you and your stories? Do you have any that you'd like to share with us tonight?
I don't have any stories I think I want to publish. I mean, I don't know what kind of stories that we have. I mean, we're staying busy. We're staying busy at Key Island, and trying to keep things going here this time of year. And we're growing our program, and we've got a full-time academy at the resort now at Kiowa, the Barth Tennis Academy. So that's been a lot of fun to build that. We've been open about a year, but we've got a good core group of kids who live down here with us now and train, and we're just working hard building our business.
Well, that's fabulous. And tell me, you've expanded the number of courts that you have recently. Is that right?
We have, yes. We had a big renovation 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. We added 10 more clay courts to the Roy Barth Tennis Center when we actually tore down the old West Beach Tennis Club to replace it with a conference center and Villa check-in on Kiowa. So we consolidated into one facility. So now I have 19 clay courts and 3 hard courts at one club with 10 lit. So we've got a lot of opportunity for more evening play and events. So it's been a lot of fun having everything at one place.
Well, fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, Jonathan, again, I can't tell you how much we at USTA South Carolina appreciate all that you do for tennis and all that you do for our sport and our young people and the adults. I mean, you are a great role model for everybody, and we just can't be more pleased to present you with this award this year. So
Thanks
thanks
a lot,
again.
Shane. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the near future.